We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. San Diego attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Dinelson Lamet is on the mound for the Padres in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect Ahmed Rosario to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Myers has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He's been a catalyst for this team in the last 10 games and in so many different ways. But looking at the one number I'm looking at, a .450 on-base percentage, when you have that and you have the type of abilities that he has, you're awfully dangerous.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. Guys, the Swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. Two and one.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Here's the 2-1 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pham will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Stepping into the box, Pete Alonso. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch.
0-1's the count.
Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Grisham makes the catch to end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Noah Syndergaard gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
And the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He's there and records the first out. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I love the way Eric Hosmer plays the game. He had a 4-hit game his last game, and I love the fact that he's covering everything. Anything you throw up there, he's right on it.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. And he's got that batting 300 mark entering play. The windup and the 0-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Well struck down the right field line. But just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone. In now, Tommy Pham. He's hoping to break out of the slump he's been stuck in. First pitch on its way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Ball 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Two balls and a strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. We are still scoreless. So digging in now, Michael Conforto. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
2-0 now. Now here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grisham is under it to make the catch for out number 1.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
So here's Jeff McNeil, as he will look at a curveball right on the black. Apparently it's strike 1. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 1 for 2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's around first, heading for 2. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Coming to the plate now, J.D. Davis. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's set. Here it comes. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Fouled off. The 2-1 on its way. Popped him up. Mejia over to his right. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Settling in now, Ali Sanchez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring, an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First offering on its way. And that's in there for strike one. Hard hit ball to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch. And if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
Standing in, Manny Machado, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they'll start him with a changeup, but this is too high. Ball one. Syndergaard, or Thor as he's often known. He's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball two.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1. And there's ball four as this one gets away a bit.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Now to the plate, Brian Dozier, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tatis at second. Machado on at first with nobody out. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. 2 balls and a strike to Dozier.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-1. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
This one's down to third. Davis grabs it cleanly. McNeil's got it for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Striding in, Francisco Mejia. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
No, that's down.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
And he's way off balance with the swing there.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And he fouls this one off. Bottom of the second here with no score. He stays alive, still 2-2. Two and two. Here it is. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
The payoff pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. So here's Brandon Nimmo. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he lays off again, ball 3.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Next for the Mets, Noah Syndergaard. First pitch on its way. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Now a bunt attempt, but he missed it. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Now a bunt attempt here. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he's back in standing. Standing in now, Ahmed Rosario. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Myers is there, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Standing in, Yoenis Cespedes. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's ready now. The pitch in the air down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Third inning, no score to this point. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Mets strand 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
We're back as the Padres line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Good pitch to hit, a sinker down the chute, but it's taken for a strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Chopped to third. Davis brings it in. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the right fielder, Will Myers.
Here's Will Myers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now. And now a pitch on the way. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Riding in once again, Eric Hosmer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the set-bat.
First offering on its way. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 hit back up the middle. Scooped up. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. New inning set to get underway, and next will be the imposing power bat, Pete Alonso.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Two and two.
2-2.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. No balls and 1 strike. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. After it is Myers. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D.
Digging in for his second at-bat, J.D. Davis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. The pause and the 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Fouled away. Ready with the payoff pitch. And another foul ball. Another one sent foul. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Elise Sanchez. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Not what he wanted to do there with the slider as it misses well above the zone. This is skied out toward right. Myers is under it, and that retires the side. 2 left for the Mets. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Tommy Pham.
Left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. And that misses 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard toward the right side. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3-hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr., and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
From the stretch, and he takes ball 1.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
A runner at second, nobody out. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes over to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Now the 2-0 home. And there's a base hit on the line. And the run will score as the Padres are on the board first. It's 1-0. And he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here. And in steps Manny Machado. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lifted into center field. On the run is Nimmo. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Ryan Dozier.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the power hitting second baseman Brian Dozier. Here comes the first pitch. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
A bouncer to the left side. Rosario brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Padres able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Padres lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Mets.
Striding into the box, Brandon Nimmo. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And now a pitch on the way. Nimmo, a rare Wyoming native. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. The 1-1 home. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And it's gone. Solo shot to right center. 8th home run on the season for him as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
In now Noah Syndergaard. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1. Now a curveball misses inside. To 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And fellas, if we do games together for the next decade, we might never see two starters in the same game throwing that hard. I mean, this has really been something. So one away here with the bases empty. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pham will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Skied into straightaway right. And Myers will make the catch to retire the side. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up, all even at 1 apiece. And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls, and while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some offense.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Francisco Mejia is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Line drive to center field. Nimmo is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So striding forward now, Trent Grisham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
The windup and the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he chased it in the dirt. Sanchez finds it, but it's not in time, and he'll reach first despite going down on strikes.
Now batting.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
Upon video review, the call of safe at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled
Ready
out.
for another chance? Dinelson Lamet. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here, similar stuff on.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Drew Pomeranz is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Number 15, Drew Pomeranz.
Now at the plate, Pete Alonso. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Alonso.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. As a look, now the pitch.
1-1.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box, Jeff McNeil, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 1-0. is a fastball down below the knees.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Now the 2-0.
That's ball 3.
Whoa, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. That one's in there. 3-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Up next to the net, the third baseman, J.D.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. From the belt, the pitch. First and second now, one man out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Grisham is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Ali Sanchez.
Into the box, Ali Sanchez. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes.
Nope. That's inside.
Two men are on with 2 men out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder is on the move, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. 2 left for the Mets. Score remains tied 1-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Will Myers.
The right fielder, Will Myers.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope. That's the ball.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Pitch on the way. A ball and a strike.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
To the left side, but it's well foul. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Cespedes. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Into the box now, Eric Hosmer. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss. A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Padres, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Digging in now for San Diego, Tommy Pham. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. Pomerantz gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Noah Syndergaard. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Shortstop Ahmed Rosario.
At the plate, Ahmed Rosario. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is line to left, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the 2-out hit means that Yoenis Cespedes will bat this inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. A ball and no strikes. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. Pitch outside, the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Fernando Tatis Jr. due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he will make it in safely. He's in at third as the go-ahead run. So that's now 7 triples for him on the season, fellas.
And Matt, that's a pretty good number. That tells me he loves to shoot the ball in the gap, and he's not afraid to go full throttle around the bases.
So a runner 90 feet away with nobody out. And standing in now, the always dangerous third baseman, Manny Machado. First offering on its way. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And that one is gone. A 2-run home run for Manny Machado. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Padres have made it a 4-1 game.
Just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing at Jim. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Number 9, second baseman, Brian Johnson.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Justin Wilson comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Justin Wilson.
Brian Dozier at the plate. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Wilson is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. And it's 1-1. Wilson, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, who was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come offseason.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The batter, the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
So now to the plate, Francisco Mejia. The swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Alonso is under it, and he's got it for the first down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Stepping up now, Trent Grisham. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. set and the pitch. In there for strike one.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Slider finds the zone for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Jurickson Profar will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 10, Jurickson Profar.
Fouled off. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Here comes the 0-1. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might been foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
So here's Will Myers. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
The batter,
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in.
Hosmer.
Has a look, now the pitch. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Lifted the other way to left center. And he'll make the catch. Oh, check that! He didn't look it into his glove, and the ball drops in. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Digging in once again, Tommy Pham. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
The 1-0.
That's ball 3. 2 balls. No.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Now the 2-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
And he fouls this one off. 2 out here and a runner at second. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Coming in is Nimmo. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. 8th inning coming up. The Padres lead it 6-1. Craig Stammen has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 34, Craig Stammen.
Now at the plate, Yoenis Cespedes. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Now the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit hard towards center, and call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey guys, he went for the punch out right there. Brought out Filthy McNasty down in the zone, and he's able to scramble that for a knock. Nice execution by the batter right there.
So here's Pete Alonso as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
From the belt, kicks and deals. A ball and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
A runner at first with no outs here. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Here comes the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. payoff pitch home. Ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Now at the plate, Jeff McNeil. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. Conforto isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate as the gap shortens to 4 now.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
J.D. Davis the next at bat. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 on its way. Fouled away. The 0-2 delivery. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Grisham makes the catch to end the inning. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Padres 6 and the Mets 2. Brad Brock is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
Ready once again, Fernando Tatis Jr. tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ballgame.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Here's Manny Machado now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1.
And a ball 1-0. No one out with a runner at second. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. The 2-0 on the way. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. A runner in scoring position with none out. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Now a flare out toward right center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 7-2 ball game.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. On the ground to short. This could be two. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
And this was set up perfectly for him to start the double play. He's in ideal position. And then I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. You know that old saying, be quick but don't hurry? Well, I think that was demonstrated right here.
So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And next to hit is the catcher, Francisco Mejia. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
First and second here with nobody out. And he popped him up. Here comes Cespedes, but he won't get there. It falls in. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
To the plate now, Trent Grisham. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes is there. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Fred Taylor.
Josh Naylor will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 22, Josh Naylor.
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The right fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Will Myers. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that's a fair ball. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Michael Wacha comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 45, Michael Wacha.
In now, Eric Hosmer. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Nimmo in pursuit. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded. 9th inning coming up. The Padres on top, 9-2. Luis Perdomo comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. At the plate, Ali Sanchez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Hosmer is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. And the pitch. Right side hit hard. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single. Matt Adams will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Adams.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Ground ball right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Into the box now, Ahmed Rosario, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. One and 1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. So now 2 men in scoring position. The 2-1.
Ball 3.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
The 3-1. Second and third here, 1 man out. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait.
Digging in to try it again, Yoenis Cespedes. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First offering on its way.
That's a ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Popped him up. Dozier is there. 2 down.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Mets down to their final out now. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Here's the pitch. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And they'll make the catch to end it, and the Padres have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over.
Yeah, it's only been a week, but I guess it probably feels like a million years ago since they had their last win. But this 6-game losing streak is behind them now, so we'll see if they can string some W's together.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. San Diego jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Drew Pomeranz earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 9 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mets, 2 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 29 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.